So here we go with our final startup. All new FL 2032 from Remflex. We ended up with replacing both sides for the gaskets for the headers. As you can see, here's the locks for the Stage 8 locking headers. I got those from Summit. I tried the studs didn't work, so I ended up with having to use 3/4 inch underhead length bolts. Probably not ideal. You only get about 4 or 5 threads all the way into the heads, but the Blueprint engine, the holes where the header bolts go are very shallow, and when I say they're very shallow, they're only about 0.625 deep. So 1-inch bolts are far too long and won't actually seal the gaskets, and the 3/4 inch seems like they're too short. They do make a 0.875, which is kind of in between 3/4 and 1, but they're a 12 point, and my headers, I can only use wrenches, and I don't have any 12-point wrenches. I'm sure they must make a 12-point wrench, but I don't have one, and I haven't seen one. So I used my standard hex head box end wrench. The only thing I don't like about the Stage 8s is it seems like everybody else in the world makes the heads a 3/8 inch size. Stage 8 makes them 7/16 inch size. So they're slightly larger, and they're kind of a little more of a pain in the ass to use a wrench. I torqued everything down to 20 foot-pounds, so let's give it a try and see if it'll start. So there we go. I'll run it a couple of times, let the engine get hot, let the bolts go through a couple of hot cold cycles, and then, you know, Stage 8 says you don't have to, but I'm going to go back around and recheck all the bolts, make sure they're nice and tight, and then we'll go from there. I'll put the locks on and that should do it. Once again, this is all made possible by Mater at Summit. He really went out of his way to help me get different headers and different gaskets and all the different stuff that I used to get this to work. It's, you know, you say small block Chevy, but just be warned, a Blueprint engine, the heads aren't exactly small block Chevy. It's not that I'm unhappy in any way, shape, or form with the engine, because I am completely satisfied. I'm happy with it. Everything seems to be working well. So there you go. If you like my video and you think it looks good, click like. Thank you for watching.